Today is a special day because we are celebrating the employers who make it possible for our members to succeed. Many of our Clubhouse members have been out of the workforce for several years. Some of them may have never held a job at all. These members are willing to work and work hard, but they need to work for an employer that values their talents and yet gives them the support that is necessary for the employment relationship to achieve its full potential. The employers present here today have fully embraced the Clubhouse model and have proved that teamwork between member, Clubhouse staff, and employer is good for all involved. It enables the member to feel a sense of self-worth, the Clubhouse staff to improve their training skills and to act as mentors to the members, and the employer gets to serve the public good while encouraging a relationship that is good for business. Friends, it is my distinct honor to introduce to you Tom Coppinger, the Executive Director of the Massachusetts Clubhouse Code.
Come on, Debbie, come on, give it up. You have to have a legislative sponsor in order to get the hall. You have to book it 6 months in advance with a legislative sponsor. And I'd like to introduce our legislative sponsor for today's great event, Representative Tram Nguyen, who is currently serving her third two-year term. She is a first-generation Vietnamese American immigrant and the first Vietnamese American woman elected into public office in the Commonwealth. She is the highest-ranking Asian American woman in the legislature. She's a member of the Mental Health Substance Use and Recovery Committee and is familiar with the MCC Employment Celebration, having presented in person here at the Great Hall in 2019, and during the pandemic, along with Representative Linda D. Campbell in 2022, at a remote spot at the Merrimack Plaza Market Basket down in Methuen. So, ladies and gentlemen, Representative Tram Nguyen.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Tom, for the introduction. As introduced, I'm State Representative Tram Nguyen. It is such a pleasure to be here because I think the last time I was here was right after I got elected in 2019, and now we're back here. I want to give a shout out to my colleagues here, Chair Viola, as well as Chair Schmidt, for being here with us. I'm just so excited to welcome you all here to the 2024 Employers Celebration. We have with us over 20 Massachusetts clubhouses, your members and staff, families, honored employers, as well as representatives from hospice agencies, community partners, and other distinguished guests. We are so fortunate to have with us as well Commissioner Brooke Doyle, the Massachusetts Commissioner of the Department of Mental Health. She will be speaking with you a little bit later. But I'm here to congratulate my colleague as well, Representative Walter, who you'll see in a moment, who will be receiving a special recognition from the Clubhouse Coalition for her decades of leadership on mental health public policy. I first met Tom right when I first got elected, and we were in the bullpen. I didn't even have an office yet. We were in the little room where, we're all sitting side by side. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea who anyone was, and Tom was very kind and kind of educating me about the amazing work that you do, and it has been an incredible journey these last 6 years to understand that clubhouses are a lifeline for people who have had their lives disrupted by mental illness, giving them back their sense of community and belonging, and a place to realize that many other individuals are going through the same thing and that they are not alone. And I think that's so key. That is the power of having other people around to recognize what you're going through. Members here find opportunities for friendship, education, housing, access to medical and behavioral health services, and equally as important, they find opportunities for employment, which we are all here to celebrate. And so the partnership between clubhouses and employers helps members to rekindle their self-worth and realize what they can contribute, to belong to a team again, and to be relied upon by others. And so Clubhouse employers give members these opportunities to participate in an important and meaningful way. And so I am here to celebrate you, to thank you for the work that you do, and to thank you for providing these jobs that help Clubhouse members to lay the foundation for a positive future. Thank you so much for having me, and have a great event.
All around here, we have 23 clubhouses represented today, and we have leadership that has supported me immeasurably during this period of time. With the board of directors that are steadfastly working with me on looking forward. We had a World Cafe back in January at Office Clubhouse, we hosted in their beautiful space, where we get together with 23 clubhouses, over 100 clubhouse members and staff together, identifying the things we do good, our challenges, and how can we move forward, how can we prioritize these challenges. And our board has developed a strategic plan committee that this next month to kind of look at that, how we're going to prioritize those things. This is important work, folks, and we're here to do it. And I'm so very fortunate that I have leaders. Those folks at that meeting, every one of them had their voice heard, and they're leaders. All of you folks, members of staff and clubhouses, you are leaders. Thank you. We have committees that have specific purposes within our coalition, and the co-chairs have just, once again, they take the ball. We have Aaron and Paula Fisher with the membership committee, Aaron Lafonte as co-chairs, and that committee is really supporting our members in working on developing and supporting them on their path to accreditation. We have 7 faculty members from Clubhouse International that we are working together to develop a plan of action and how we can really support folks when accreditation is getting near. And employment and education committee, so the membership committee doesn't work on that part of our accreditation process because the employment and education committee does that. We've got Elliot House, Steve Shaffer's guy's awesome, man. We're going to hear from Emma Weber, who's been an incredible resource for us, and she's from Clubhouse International, and has been here all month and all weekend, helping out. The advocacy committee, which is working on events like this, and we are developing relationships and reigniting relationships with legislators. The State House has been closed for many, many years, since the pandemic in 2020, and it's awesome that we're here today. I think this process forced our members and staff and clubhouses to reach out to their legislators, to get them to present here today, and that's a start. We need to continue this, and we do have some incredible executive summary. Fountain House did a research on clubhouses and the importance of community support. We have executive summaries of that report. Some partial report is in your program, but it talks about the importance of community support, and right front and center internationally of the clubhouse. It's all over the world. We're in 34 countries, over 340 clubhouses, and just want to make a note that I want to welcome Joel Corcoran, who is the Executive Director of Clubhouse International. But this special day, we're here to honor employees who give jobs, along with hope to many members who have dreams, strengths, and skills to share. We all share this vision of members working successfully in the community, and it's crucial that we have employer partners like those we honor here today, provide real opportunities and leadership in the business community. Events like this just don't happen. So many people helped out, and that's what it's all about. We're much better together, and very fortunate once again to the folks who are doing just a special recognition. This guy's been doing it probably from the beginning and been a great mentor of mine. We've been partners since the early 80s and back in the social club days. Mr. Don Hughes from Riverside. You give people responsibilities, they tend to act a lot more responsible. You give them opportunities, and they tend to succeed. You give them hope, right? Back on March 18, 2020, we were told we needed to close because of the pandemic. Oh my God. What are we going to do, right? And we all went into that unknown path, and it was amazing. Well, Massachusetts clubhouses stepped up and reached out, delivered meals, and delivered a lot more than meals in that time. Sometimes it was hard when you're delivering the meal. The members wanted so much to be part of the clubhouse too. We're wired to reach out to them to come to the clubhouse. Now we're going to tell them they can't come to the clubhouse. Some were showing up to clubhouses around the state, still looking to help out. And some of them would come with coffee and donuts and coffee for the staff who were making the meals and delivering stuff. It was just an amazing journey. But we didn't know. We didn't know how this was going to work out. We had no one come to the clubhouse. How are we going to build for this? And the Department of Mental Health stepped up and basically said, if you guys get them out there, we'll honor the reach out, changing the billing system. And the woman I'm going to bring up, we spearheaded that. And we are so thrilled. We are so thrilled with the new contract. The new contract really, give it up for the new contract. It's really,
the beauty today is here we have Joel Corcoran of Clubhouse International sitting next to the Department of Mental Health Commissioner, Brooke Doyle. And when I looked at the self-assessment, a lot of that was about the beautiful integrity of the self-study that we use in the process. And I think it's an opportunity for us to really take a good look at ourselves, use that as a roadmap, and develop strong working communities here in Massachusetts, which we have, and we're going to continue to develop and support our member clubhouses. But the person who has spearheaded that and been an incredible support for all of us is the woman I'm going to bring up now, and that is the Department of Mental Health Commissioner, Brooke Doyle.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you all. I am thrilled to be here today. So, good morning.
Morning.
I think we can do better than that. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's much better. Thank you. Today represents us all coming back to the State House for this celebration day. But more importantly, Tom, I want to steal one of your lines, if that's okay.
Sure.
We are better together. And so it's wonderful to see all of you here today.
If you're having trouble hearing.
Oh, no.
That's okay.
Can you hear me better now?
There it is.
Well, I want to just go back to the line that I stole from Tom. And for those of you who didn't hear it, I just wanted to steal Tom's line that we are better together. And it's great. So thank you for having me, and thank you to all of the employers who are here today, who are being honored for the work that you've done with our Clubhouse members. I understand that we're applauding 24 different employers today. That's fantastic. The support that employers offer through the jobs that they make available changes lives. And that goes well beyond the paycheck that people get. Jobs create a feeling of accomplishment and a chance to contribute to our family and our community. Our communities are all stronger because of the local clubhouse employer relationships. These partnerships truly serve as a foundation for our community connection with each other. Our Charles Webster Clubhouse, Elm Brook Place, Options Clubhouses have all enjoyed the support of Market Basket in Burlington, Hudson, and Waltham. Large businesses like Target and Walmart have all connected with Crossroads and Silver City clubhouses, and smaller mom and pop restaurants and coffee shops have also been recognized for the importance of clubhouse members to their businesses. While people living with mental illnesses experiences challenges at their times in their lives, clubhouses are uniquely able to break through these challenges with the power of natural support and connection. Connection. You're going to hear that theme over and over and over today. In fact, some of you may have heard that there was recently a study released about the recent awareness and a public health concern about isolation and loneliness. So as we're here today to celebrate the power of employment, I also just want to reinforce that experience of connection to each other, connection as co-workers, connection to our communities. Clubhouses offer many ways for individuals to explore and realize their unique recovery journeys. As Clubhouse members build a sense of community within the program, those efforts can extend out toward the greater community. Having a job can become part of a foundation of a person's sustained recovery. For those of you who don't know, I have a personal connection to a clubhouse from many years ago. I see Mary Gregorio in the back, and she'll remember this. I did my internship in the 90s at Center Club.
Right.
That's how far. All too often now, We hear about the erosion of customer service because of workforce shortages. But our Clubhouse members are serving others in places like Kathy's Coffee Shop, April's Restaurant, Dunkin' Donuts, and Burger King. DMH strives to be an appropriate access point to everyone. So just a fair warning, this is my public service announcement. We launched the Behavioral Health Helpline a little over a year ago, and I truly take every opportunity I have in any event or any kind of networking opportunity to make sure that I share information about the Behavioral Health Helpline. No matter where we come from or where our journeys go, our goal through the Behavioral Health Helpline is to help people connect with our new community behavioral health centers or any other treatment or support that they're seeking. We can create an access point for people that's easy and person-centered and friendly. More importantly, welcoming. So we want people to connect. We want people to seek help when they need it. And we want it to be accessible. It's available 24/7, and there's over 200 languages that are available for people. There's no charge to anybody to use it. There's no charge to your insurance. So please help spread the word about the Behavioral Health Helpline. Our clubhouses and employers understand the importance of access to care and access to the kind of stability and self-esteem building that their support can bring. The employers we recognize here today combine caring and strong business sense, as demonstrated by their hiring through the clubhouse in all the clubhouses in Massachusetts. And I thank you for looking beyond the challenges and seeing the strengths our clubhouse members bring. Thank you also to the legislature for supporting DMH in its work, and to all those businesses, clubhouses, and families who create resources that make a difference in so many people's lives. Congratulations to all of the employers who we're honoring here today, and congratulations to all the members who are working in those businesses. I'm so grateful to be able to join you. Thank you for the invitation. I hope I get an invitation every year. So if I don't see you before, I'll see you next year.
Hi everyone, my name is Sprenkle, and I am the Dual Recovery Project Coordinator for the Massachusetts Clubhouse Coalition. Our project started in 1994 at Crossroads Clubhouse in Oakdale, where we started to support members in addiction recovery. The idea was to maintain the integrity of the work order day and the clubhouse model, while also providing health and wellness support to our members. And I'm proud to say today we have over 75 DRA needs that we are supporting in the state of Massachusetts. With that, I am very pleased to introduce my dear friend and longtime colleague, Jamie Smolenski. He has lots to talk about. I could spend 5 minutes just introducing him, but instead I will turn the mic over to him.
Just going to set a timer so that can get longer. I'll give you, a small bit about how I even got to Clubhouse. I've always had a great work history, but I was undiagnosed for a lot of years. And, I'm also in the Dual Recovery Anonymous program, and I work with the Dual Recovery Anonymous project. And that's what brought me to the Clubhouse. Riverside was sending people at the time when I was in the hospital to talk to people who were unsure about their life plans, so to speak, at the time. And mine weren't good. My life plans weren't very good. One thing I did remember, after, by the time I left the hospital, left the another hospital, and then a rehab, was doing Recovery Anonymous. It was at Crossroads Clubhouse. And so I went, and I was there probably about 2 months before my good friend Valerie Comerford suggested I start, I take a tour of the clubhouse, right? I loved it. I was like, where has this been for the last 20 years of my life? And I really could have used it. And since then, like I said, I had a great work history, but over time, I I lost myself. I didn't know how to work anymore. I didn't know how to have relationships with people anymore. I was unemployable. And these are all things that Crossroads Clubhouse helped me regain back in my life, along with supporting my recovery and addiction as well. I don't want to speak a lot about addiction, but it's part of my story. It's what got me here. When I'm working, I'm staying well, and that's, if I got too much time on my hands, that means I got too much time up here. So now, fast forward 10 years, I went through the TE, the SE, the IE. I took every advantage that a clubhouse had to offer, and they met me halfway on everything I wanted to do. And that was great. And I know a lot of people in this room, and this is outstanding, the support that clubhouses have these days. But I do want to thank people that got me working in this particular field. Reva Stein gave me my first job at the MCC in the ERA project, which I got to work with Julie, now for Tom, which is great, so everybody's been great. And then Don Hughes and Berlin stepped up and gave me a shot at Crossroads Clubhouse. Did I see myself doing this 10 years ago? No, not at all. I'm a construction guy, right? And but I'm not a construction guy anymore. I'm a clubhouse guy.
Woo!
Yeah.
And I will say one thing is I stay well by staying working. And the clubhouse gave me those opportunities. So thank you all. Should all be ready.